President Biden and the Congress need to make it clear to other countries, particularly Russia.
Biden discussed crypto role in ransomware attacks. Before the two organizations summit in Europe next month, President Joe Biden's National Security Advisor stated on Monday that cybersecurity and studying the role of cryptocurrency in cyberattacks must be a priority for NATO and countries in the Group of Seven. JBS revealed to reporters on Sunday that it had been hit by ransomware and was facing a demand from a criminal organization, according to Deputy Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. The White House has responded by pledging to properly evaluate ransomware assaults and track cryptocurrency payments to threat actors. President Biden has already begun a quick strategic assessment to confront the rising threat of ransomware, which will encompass 4 lines of activity, including increasing cryptocurrency analysis to uncover and pursue criminal transactions, she stated.
Proud that this is the most diverse administration in history, but again, this is not about me.
Still tied to the finish of the video if you want to learn more about this issue. According to Biden National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, U.S. President Joe Biden would speak directly about cryptocurrency in its role in the attack of the Colonial Pipeline and other ransomware attacks. Jake Sullivan told reporters at White House news briefing that responding to ransomware attacks, particularly as they relate to critical infrastructure, have got to be a priority for the U.S. and its allies going forward.
For the range of malign activities that it has undertaken. That includes interfering in America's democracy.
His remarks follow a wave of ransomware cyber attacks against US-based companies, notably the Colonial Pipeline company, which resulted in gas shortages along the East Coast last month. The attacks have been connected by experts to criminal organizations operating out of Russia. Sullivan said during a White House press briefing on Monday that U.S. officials, including Biden, would like to see a ransomware action plan during the president's visit to the G7 summit this weekend. The National Security Advisor said his plan should address the resilience of such attacks.
Most importantly, you've tasked us with helping unite America, as you said in your remarks, through our work.
How to share information with other democracies and how to deal with the cryptocurrencies challenge. Crypto, according to Sullivan, lies at the heart of how these ransom transactions are carried out, identifying cyber attacks as a national security concern for the U.S. government, especially for vital infrastructure. His comments come after hackers broke into the Colonial Pipeline's network in May, purportedly compelling the company to pay ransom of $4.4 million.
That is the person America elected, and that is also America at its best.
It has become a priority moving forward, Sullivan added, referring to the G7's response to ransomware assaults. He called the problem a different order of magnitude of a security danger that the alliance must address in a way it hasn't in the past. Both as vice president under former President Barack Obama and during his candidacy for office, President Biden has remained fairly mum on crypto and blockchain, following a large attack that took over high-profile accounts and requested their followers to contribute crypto. Then candidate Biden declared he didn't told Bitcoin or BTC in July. His administration, on the other hand, is alleged assessing existing crypto regulations and assessing whether new limitations are required to protect investors in the wake of market volatility. Bitcoin has dropped more than 44% from reaching an all-time high of around $65,000 in April to $35,588 at the time of publication. From June 11 to 13, the G7 meeting will be held in the United Kingdom. It will be Biden's first overseas journey as President of the United States since its inauguration in January. Biden appears to be on track to become the first sitting president to be confronted with a wide range of cryptocurrency-related challenges. Not only has the president focused on preventing ransomware attacks, but he has also vowed a global data-sharing crackdown on tax evaders. The administration has stated that they are putting an extra effort to guarantee that traders on the crypto market follow regulations, that any systematic flaws are immediately addressed. A number of Biden appointments have expressed opinions on the cryptocurrency scene, with many of them being less than enthusiastic. During yesterday's press conference, Sullivan was quoted as stating that it is important to deal with the cryptocurrency challenge which lies at the core of how these ransomware attacks are carried out. Ransomware is a national security priority. Comments come amid a win against ransomware, after the U.S. Department of Justice or DOJ recently recovered over $2 million in Bitcoin ransom. The ransomware issue has become a hot subject this week.
The threat of severe ransomware attacks pose a clear and present danger to your organization.
After being extorted from Colonial Pipeline, the stolen ransom was handed over to Russian cyber gang known as the Dark Side, according to the DOJ. This incident occurred during a wave of ransomware hacks believed to have originated in Russia and targeted US-based organizations, including Colonial Pipeline. The hack had far-reaching consequences beyond crypto wallets, since it caused petrol shortages all over eastern seaboard. Fortunately for Colonial Pipeline, the FBI was able to reclaim and return the majority of the stolen 63.7 BTC. The FBI was able to retrieve the private key to the hacker's wallet and reclaim the stolen monies after the seizure in Northern California. There has been no official announcement on how the private key was obtained. I don't want to give up our tradecraft in case we want to use this again for future endeavors, said a special agent in charge, Elvis Chen. While Sullivan did not explicitly criticize cryptocurrency, he did warn that Bitcoin and other digital assets are often at the core of hacker attacks. Biden will not wait until the G7 to start talking about these concerns. The president is scheduled to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin soon, and he is anticipated to discuss Russian cyber attacks.
The fact is that it may very well be, if I respond in kind, which I will, that it doesn't dissuade him.
According to NBC News, ransomware gangs have carried out over 1,000 attacks throughout the world in only the previous 5 months. Following the recent bout of market volatility, officials in the Biden administrations are apparently looking into gaps in cryptocurrency legislation, implying that new restrictions could be presented shortly. According to those familiar with the situation, White House officials are investigating whether digital assets such as Bitcoin or BTC can be used to fund terrorist activities. They are also debating whether retail investors should be shielded from digital asset markets' wild price swings. Last week's quick drop below $30,000 ignited a panic-selling frenzy, with digital asset markets losing nearly $1 trillion in value in only 10 days. Between mid-April and mid-May, the digital asset market was practically hell from peak to trough. One of the numerous drivers from the collapse was the new plan from the US Treasury that would compel cryptocurrency holders to record all transfers above $10,000 to the Internal Revenue Service. Investors are connected about the Biden administration's intention to increase the IRS's staff over the next decade, as they believe the U.S. is rapidly losing its competitiveness in areas such as taxes and digital asset markets.
Consistently are responsible, but we're also prepared to have and would prefer to have.
According to the Washington Post, federal officials do not feel that huge fluctuations in cryptocurrency values pose a threat to broader financial market stability at this time, while the dangers are worth monitoring. They are aware that there are a variety of hazards and things to be careful of in the abstract, but they are still mostly in a wait-and-see mode. The anonymous source added, the cryptocurrency market was worth over $2.5 trillion at its peak, which is a pittance in compared to the rest of the financial system.
Follow up on their end of the bargain. But there is one point in the blizzard of these transactions.
However, as crypto becomes more popular, the government's definition of an acceptable risk may shift. This was all about Biden's recent ideologies on crypto's role in ransomware attack. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comment box below. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.